I once saw British girls in Bangkok wearing matching tank tops, pissed as farts in an expat bar where they drank lots, clinked glasses and sank shots, all seemed keen to laugh about the ping pong show they'd just been to. I'm sure they saw a young Thai whore, a girl bound to a gang, a woman whose questions that are answered by the harshness of a backhand. Hard to grasp her dignity, simply she can't see hers, forever lost in a blur of pervs and a shitty mist of belittling words. And as I sat and sipped my drink, I ignored the British girls near me. I was younger back then, like many young men, I didn't take it all too seriously. It's amazing just how much of a friend and a teacher a few years can be. I'm older now and I've grown so proud of the women that are so dear to me. From this exact moment in my life, and all the way back to its beginning, the strongest people that I've met have always been women. A bold statement to make, I'm not undermining my male mates, but if my life made a trail like the trails that snails make, I'd look back at a wide path of principles constructed by the morally invincible women that I've trusted, and my plans to pass this path down to my kids to fight for women's rights in the blink of an eyelid. And the more I think about it now, the more the truth is gruesome. How those women saw that woman as a laughable half-human, giggling girls who could have shown a little bit more heart and not seen another woman's body as a subject of their laughing stock. I've got a mother who was raised up in Liverpool. Nearly all her friends were married even before they had finished school, but mum got all political and used to rant and lecture how she, as a woman, should be free to see adventure. She worked and worked at shitty jobs and saved up cash for Italy. Moved there when she was 17 and loved its ancient history, learnt the language, and she landed in shining street processions where she marched for peace, freedom of speech and anti-military aggression. A woman of affection and deep moral integrity, my mother's nature is the very definition of empathy. Underrates her intelligence, holds a character of modesty, but was a tough single mum who fought to raise her sons properly. Moulded me to be me and not any other version. There's simply too much good to say about such a lovely person. And my mum's mum was born with this unique innate wit. An extremely proud woman who'd never take any shit. Born with half a face masked by a large birthmark. If people stared, she'd throw them scares and have a laugh when they gasped. And so many in her path laughed and loved her heart because she was so human and never knew just how hilarious she was. Her glowing kindness never lost. She lived immersed in the philosophy that life's not worth knowing without bestowing generosity. Never jaded by any of her life's harsh realities. Grew up in an orphanage, then worked in munitions factories during World War II. She stayed consistently true to herself and lovingly helped more than she ever knew. Wore the sunniest smile I will never forget, and is still the funniest person that I've ever met. Plus, I must address my best friends, Becky and Leanne, two sisters who became my sisters in Vietnam. Usually I can funnel my feelings through a pen, but only the shine in my eyes can describe my love for them. They are rowdy and proudly dedicated to fun. On any grey, rainy day, those girls are my sun, and in this life of mine, sunshine is essential, for those beams not once have been mean or judgmental. Radiated by their gentle and gorgeous personalities, a constant pulse of energy's been around me since they found me. Always trusted, never doubted me, and it is undoubtedly an absolute honour to be their brother and a friend. And this list could never end. You two could all reel off at length. All the women that you've met with such profound human strengths, which is why there is no doubt in me when I say women are much stronger than they're always made out to be. The weight of humanity rests on the back of selfless mothers, while the weight of vanity smudges magazine covers, where selfishness takes the shape of a woman in knickers, looking beautifully bland in her Photoshop pictures, which has left the men and women of the world obsessed with viewing women as sexual aspirational objects. And no one objects or protests, we just guess that we progressed. Women are living with the freedom to express the deep appeal of sex, yet where's the spotlight on their minds or intellect or the values of the women we all cherish and respect? Exterior beauty is truly appreciated when one's inner brightness is the light that elevates it. Confusingly, we have generated a blindness of sexiness at its highest as biasness wrapped in commercialised fake shit. We're living in a rigged game, and the rules of it won't change. If generation after generation think tits hold more power than brains, and it will stay this way with no eventual finish. If not just men but women judge another woman based entirely on her image, we're infected by this and need to dream up a vaccine to positively react. I flash back to that scene where those girls sat in a dingy club and waited. Out came a young woman who stripped herself naked, forced by customers' demands to see ladies degraded. The British girls chuckled as she was humiliated. It's extremely complicated, this talk of women's rights, when so many women are members of the chauvinistic side. Equality is a mist, and we've no sight of what's sunny. If British girls in Bangkok find ping pong so funny.